Hi Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jade with yesYesYes, and this is going to be the June 2019 general read. It's the Gemini read, yay! I'm a Gemini. I just had my birthday in May. I'm the very tail end of May. And so this is the Gemini season, which I'm feeling pretty good. I did have some celebrations, so I took a couple of days off, but I am back. And we're gonna do general reads for Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're brand new here, here's how this one goes. I start with the cards that I pulled in the overall 2019. There's a link to that in the box below to that reading, as well as any information about the decks, or if you are interested in having a personal read with me, my website, yesYesYes.life, is linked down there in the description box. As always, let me know how you're feeling about it. If you resonate, I'd love to hear it. This is a general read, so it's, I'm reading for general Gemini energy. And click that thumbs up button if you're feeling it, because it helps the channel out so much. I'm first going to begin with your Mystical Shaman Oracle card. This is the yearly card. What Geminis are going through is the sacrifice. And this is the card about making something sacred in life. So there's something that's being sacrificed this year to make something sacred. And it could be the way of which we once were. So we're sacrificing who we once were in order to become something new. There's something really lovely in this card. There's just the butterfly at the very, which she's looking at here. And that's all about transformation. It's definitely a Gemini way of being, that butterfly, the flitting back and forth. So I would say that what I'm feeling for all Geminis here is just that there's a looking at what we once have been, which is that butterfly energy, taking a look at it, see how she's looking at it, and deciding if that's still part of the story that we want to be. Deciding what in us is going to be sacred, what part of us is going to remain, what part of the story goes on. Now, specifically for June, in the Line Strider deck, we have the High Priestess card. Great card this month, Gems. So this is inner power, intuition, the divine, magical, feminine, creative side. All of these things are coming for you this month, or this is the energy that you can pull within or without, pull and become, right? This is the stepping forward into this type of energy. And it's clarified by the tree in the Lenormand deck. The tree here is a card of legacy and longevity. It's also a card of health and creativity, like you're planting roots, getting to be stable. So this is growth. This is healthy, natural growth. And it could be with a family. It could be just you feeling good and getting into a growing spurt where you're manifesting. So let's see what else is coming up in the general spread. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck. And everything, again, has been pre-shuffled, if I didn't say that before. And I'll look at past, present, and future. So here we go. Okay, something's already jumping. I haven't asked the question yet, but I'll take it. So we're looking for Gemini's past. What spirit cards do we have for Gemini's past? Where are we coming from? Okay, I would love 2 more cards, please, Spirit, for Gemini's past. 2 more cards. They're a little sticky today, which is interesting. That one's sticking. Okay, that makes sense. I need 1 more. I hope you are enjoying your birthday season, Gemini. Ooh, we got 2 more. Okay. So let me lay this out. I pulled them out and I look at them the way that they appear. So we began with the Page of Cups, came out in the reverse. So there could have been a younger person or some type of emotional offer, emotional connection that just either didn't get started properly. Could have just been somebody floating around, not necessarily willing to or able to be there for the long term because it came out in the reverse. So keep that in mind. We could be talking about just a younger lover, an immature lover, or an immature love, one that just doesn't bloom or blossom. That's what we look at. Now we also had, turn it around, here we go, the Eight of Swords energy. This came out in the reverse as well, which is great, Gemini. So we've got coming out, being able to look at things clearly, realizing that if this was some type of relationship or some type of connection, or even just a desire for a love, that it was really a self-binding desire, and that it's a time to release whatever that view of what that love could have been. We're releasing that and moving into a place where there are no bounds, feeling more free, and also being able to let some of the barriers and the guards down that might have been here from the past. Maybe just, this is old story stuff. Let's see what else we have is the Magician. This really is connected to that High Priestess card that you have for the overall as well. This is Mercurial energy. This is Gemini energy. This is manifestation, magic. This is beautiful energy, and major arcana I always attribute to what's going on for you, specifically in the past. So I feel like in the past there was really trying to manifest something that is beyond a little non-growth, right? Like you want a big love if this is a love relationship, or you want to have emotional understanding or connection with others in a big way. This little stuff, with the little Page of Cups stuff, doesn't work for you anymore. You want to have freedom, and you're wanting it to be kind of along the lines of, what you're wishing for, what you're hoping for, and you're willing to go where you need to go to find it. This is Eight of Cups. Now you may have been leaving something, and this could be an old story again, or it could be hoping that an ex might come back, or hoping that a relationship might work out. This Page of Cups energy, hoping that would work out, but actually leaving it behind. So in the past, it seems like you've actually left something behind where it's serving you better because you're in your full power of the Magician. And there's also, even though in the Rider-Waite deck, it's, there's this balance here with the Sun and Moon. You see that? So it's a balanced decision to move forward. You're leaving Cups, which is the emotional longing. You're leaving that behind, but there's also a sense of adventure. There's something going on here with this person walking off into the distance where they know it's going to be a longer journey, and they're willing to go forward to find what exactly they want, because those 8 cups aren't enough. They want that one, the one that's missing, right? That's what we say, the one that's missing. So that's really lovely for the past. I love this for you, Gemini. Now the jumping card was oh my gosh, why did I pull that out sideways? Was the Chariot. Now it flew out, and I'm just going to talk about it in terms of Cancerian energy. So this could be coming into Cancer season, which would be mid-June to mid-July. Also, there could be a Cancer who is supportive of you in this process, or a part of this past of what's going on. Or there was also a need for movement and a need for balance, okay? So I'm just kind of reading that sideways, not necessarily looking at it as a positive or a negative, all right? So let's move on to what's going on in the present here. I like to clear it just one more time for Gemini. What's going on in the present for Gemini? I'm looking for 3 cards. Sometimes more pop out. And I will take a moment to say happy birthday, if I didn't already, Gemini. Happy birthday. So we're looking for present energies. Oof. Sticky, but not quite falling. Let's see, anything else coming out here? Gemini, just decide on what's going on for your present here. 2 more, okay. 1 more, please. Okay, I'm gonna let that one. All right. So we had Justice card coming out in the reverse. This is Libra energy. There could be either some type of legal aspect that you're going through right now where there's a struggle. You're not quite sure if it's going to turn out your way or the other way. This generally, when it's in the reverse, is turning out in the favor of someone else, that there's an imbalance. And this might be, it might be with an Aquarian energy because we also have the Star card, but again, this is major arcana, so this is major stuff. And I'm feeling like the Aquarius energy is really about next leveling yourself. And this could be in terms of a partnership or a collaboration, some type of work-related situation that you're into right now. Could be with a Libra, could be with an Aquarius, could be all three of you working together. This is the trinity of, if it's you, Aquarius, and Libra, it's the trinity of air. So let's just say that, one, that there's going to be a lot of creativity, imagination, and communication involved in any type of trinity that involves those three, right? Any collaboration that involves those three. Now, right now, the Aquarian energy is in the upright, which means that there's forward thinking. There is a greater understanding of what's really going on. You might be really tapped into this right now with this star energy here, because Gemini, when the Aquarian energy is abound, it means that that we are beyond the reality. Like you're able to step outside and see what's truly going on, what's truly manifesting, and not be worried, not be taken down by what's happening, right? So it's being able to manifest because you're stepping outside of what is to decide what will be. It's High Priestess energy, it's Magician energy. Same thing here with the Aquarian nature. There's this beautiful connection to water and sky with the Aquarius nature. Also, this is another wish card. So we have, a few different wish cards in the deck. So we have wishes and dreams coming true, fulfillment, things that you've been really hoping for, and I think it has to do with some type of either work or money, even collaborative effort. So if you are in collaboration with someone financially, it might have been tricky if you had to set up some legal issues. Maybe you're wondering if it's going to work out. Even though the Justice card here is in the reverse, it might have started off a little wonky, but it's looking like everything's going to turn out just fine. This is what's going on for you right now currently, and I will clarify as well. But what I'll say is that if you're in a trinity or if you're in a collaboration with more than another person, then it looks like it's a really good balance. If there's a Libra involved, just make sure that your Libra is operating at their highest self, and you might want to support them in doing so. So that would mean speaking clearly and honestly, openly, making sure that everyone feels safe to express how they feel in this collaboration. Now, we talked a little bit about a possible love relationship in the past, so we'll see if that comes back up. But what I'm feeling here is that what happened in the past, if your emotions were hurt, you might have kind of shut them off because you wanted to concentrate on work and money and manifestation of your life, and not necessarily trying to make a love situation work if it wasn't supposed to, right? I feel like your focus right now is really on self-development and work. Just currently, that's what we're seeing, okay? Now, it could be this wish, it could be a love that's coming true. And again, we'll clarify. So let's see what's coming up in the near future for Geminis. And I'm gonna clarify with the Lenormand because I like that deck. I like that it speaks a little differently. What's coming up for the future? Movement, that's good. And then the Knight of Wands popping out. Oop, felt like there was one coming. One more, please, Spirit. Let's see. What else for Gemini's near future? Okay, and working hard. Okay, so we have some movement coming, which is great. And again, this is action, not only outside of yourself, but yourself. So you may be feeling, Gemini, that you've been wanting to get something going, right? Really kind of laying out the groundwork for perhaps some kind of new job or new work opportunity, new collaboration with people, and you're ready to start moving forward. Now, the Knight of Wands came out in the reverse, so do be aware that if there is someone else in your collaboration that is a little bit more gung-ho than you are, right? I'm feeling like you're kind of the guide in this group, okay? You really have to temper all of the energies because you have some people who are very wise, one person who is very wise, one person who might not be quite at their best, and this could be that same person, this Knight of Wands energy. So this is, you know, Knight of Wands rushes in, really excited, passionate, but there's a burnout here, right? So you want to make sure that if this is your energy, that you're tempering yourself even, and tempering whatever this situation is. If this is a person coming in, they're coming in for a short period of time, and this could be like a really passionate evening, like a one-night stand type of thing that comes in really fast. But the reason why I'm kind of thinking it's more work-oriented is now we have a Pentacles here, another Pentacles. This is the 8, and we're looking at it in the reverse. So the 8 is about working hard, and I feel like you've probably set up a lot of foundation so that you don't have to feel like it's hard work. And I'm feeling that this in the future is that it's going to be a little bit easier for you, or you haven't done all of the work that needs to be done. So take a look, Gemini, at if you've laid the foundation for whatever this work or creative project is that seems to be happening, seems to be coming forward, perhaps with an Aquarian or a Libra or both. So make sure that all the foundations are set up. So if you've started a business, that you've gone to the bank and to the lawyer, you've done all the necessary things. Don't skip anything. What I'm noticing is that that if I try to skip ahead, something knocks me back to take care of that aspect before I move forward. And it's like a slap, right? It's not a fun going back and fixing something. It's the universe is not letting you get away with anything. So really make sure that you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's as you're moving forward in this collaboration. And if there's someone who's really excited and really gung-ho, keep them at arm's distance. Help them to utilize their energy properly if they're a part of your project, but keep them at arm's distance. Don't let them be the leader, because I really feel like you're the one leading it, because you have the energy and the backing for this that's going to be more long-term. And I know that this is different than what we think of Geminis, where generally Geminis come in and out, but I really feel like this is something that you want to grow long-term. And that's coming from this tree and the manifestation earlier. So here we're going to clarify with the Lenormand deck. Again, I've pre-shuffled, but I'm looking for what's going on here in, well, let me see if I can get a few cards for the past. Normally I don't clarify the past, but because we had a couple different things popping out, let me see if there's anything for the past. Okay, so we have some burdens. This could be family burden. This could be also like a story that you've told yourself, something that you have created. I think I did mention that earlier about old story. This is the cross that you bear, right? So if you feel like you were always the child who never got along with other children, you've let this story bleed into your present, and this is what you're trying to release, okay? You're releasing whatever story, whatever ritual or religion, and this is like your religion, right? This is not religion that was, or doctrine that was given to you. This is the story that you've created. So you're releasing a lot of that from the past. It was something that either you were triggered by it with another person, or that came up from this other person, and you freed yourself from it. Now the Moon card, it's a little different in Lenormand, but it has some of the same properties, not necessarily as warning, but there are some ideas of secrecy, but also intuition, right? So I'm feeling like that's really more about this magician. Like you got the feeling in the past, and this could be deep past, that you needed to manifest by moving. You knew that you couldn't be in your power unless you changed your physical place, or you didn't, or you had to move on from that story or moving on from that person. You knew you actually had to do so. Now the moon also tells us to be aware of moon cycles, and there is a new moon in Gemini. I believe it's on the day that I'm filming this. So this new moon, actually take some time and think about what you would want to intend, what you're wanting to manifest in the next 2 weeks, and then for the next month, and then think about it in terms of a 6-month cycle. So write that down, make a wish for yourself. You know, right now when you see this video, make a wish for yourself and watch how it can evolve for you in 2 weeks, in 1 month, and in 6 months. Okay, now I'm going to clarify what's going on in the present for you and see if this is a work collaboration, if this, I mean, this could be like a throuple situation. I'm not getting this as a clear relationship. I'm getting this more as friends and work relations. So let's see, we've got, okay. Communication, it's also going to be written, okay? I think that this is definitely talking about contracts and things that need to come forward. The book is also about secrets coming out. So again, anything that you are writing, any new relationship, any new partnership, even, you know, collaboration, if there's more than one person, make sure that you're not all super dreamy, not all up in the clouds about it, but get really stable and solid with the foundation of what you need to build. That's what the Pentacles are here for. I know this is not a Gemini way. We like to manifest in the ether, but we really have to get down and dirty and like look up. If you're going to form an LLC, look it up, decide what you need. I mean, figure out what you need to do and do it. Don't just, you know, put the pieces together. Actually get all of the information set and then make those plans. The writer is here saying that it needs to happen now. Okay, there's really no point in putting it off, because what will happen is later on it'll come back if it's not done properly, and it will bite you. And it's not necessarily going to bite you in a way that you might have to pay for it, but it will make you have to work harder for it in the future, okay? So let's see what's going on in the future. Let's clarify, excuse me, clarifying for these future cards. I want to get, oh, that's way too many. I'll keep the clouds because that's a little bit of confusion, but I do want to get, did you guys see that? That was amazing. So it popped out and then it flew. So the letter. I do want to get one more clarification. There's some confusion when it comes to these contracts. So what else is going on for the future here? What can we clarify? Because we need to learn from this for Gemini. Okay, the Tower is coming. All right. So the future is saying that there's still going to be some confusion about these contracts, and the way in which to get past this is the Tower, is that this is an organization card, and it's also a card of isolation. So the choice is that you will either pull yourself out of the situation. So say you're coming up with this partnership, you're deciding, you know, okay, I need to do steps 1 through 10. You're either going to pull yourself away, get steps 1 through 10 done on your own, or you're going to go to a larger organization and ask for help. That's what the cards are at least saying for the future here. So if you need to, you know, set up a business, you might have to work with a law firm or something, you know, like a larger organization, someone who knows what they're doing. Get the help that you need, Gemini. do it the right way so that you don't have to redo it later. Keep in mind that you want to make sure things are stable and solid, the foundation is done. If there's, you know, any type of home repair or family repair, anything that's, you know, that's about structure or foundation, make sure that you're doing it the right way so you don't have to go back and do it again, because the cards are saying that it's possible that that would come right back up, and it wouldn't let you, it won't let you take any downtime, right? Like if it's not done the right way, It's not like you get a little bit of lag time. It's going to come right back at you and say, nope, that wasn't done right. Now you have to spend a little bit more money and get it done properly. So Gemini, this is what I'm seeing. This again is the general. So we're in a place of manifesting. Building a business is what it looks like to me, and really starting to do things the right way when it comes to that business, getting it off the ground and manifesting in a, really getting any kind of dreams coming forward in this business. If you really want it, just do it right, gems. Just do it right. So that's what I have for you. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments section, and I will see you all next time.